What's up, guys? Welcome back to Viewer Castles. Today we're going to start off with Gandrup. It's our level 30 castle for the day. He has a knight that's validated this with extremely high hit points and resistances, so he's going to be able to basically survive through anything. He just has to be able to kill it with his DPS afterwards, so probably a very heavy trap castle is what I'm expecting to see. But let's take a look at what he's got here. Alright, so let's see. These look like they are, yeah, they were springboard traps. Trying to stay out of the way of getting killed, but it's going to be difficult. Alright, managed to kill the Zeke. Now I just have to deal with the spider. Alright, cool. So the spider plus Zeke combo is pretty vicious. They can knock you down for long enough so that it'll make the Zekes hit, which is really good. Alright, I'm just looking for springboard traps right now. It looks like the up to this point is safe. And then we have a fire mine trap coming up here with 1, 2, 3, it looks like possibly 5. Let's see if I'm correct. Yeah, these ones are going to push you back. So as I've said for a couple times, is I might actually die to there. So there, I managed to get across it, but I took a little bit of damage because of the ballista trap. So that's one thing about it. Like, if you do that that way of getting across the ballista traps, this is definitely going to kill me. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have enough hit points to be able to survive this. Enough potions either. But yeah, if you do that, you're going to take a lot of damage from the ballista traps. That's the only way really to stop people from abusing that stun immunity thing. Alright, so yeah, I ended up dying. I'm not going to be able to kill this boss room. There's too many high-level minions here. But I mean, this sort of setup, like, Zekes plus pretty much anything that knocks you down. So you have battering rams that'll knock you down, mega muttons, the spiders, all of those things are really good because obviously once you get knocked down you can't dodge the Zeke shots and then the Zekes will kill you. And I mean, this stuff has high damage anyway because it's all level 30. So pretty good castle. We'll jump into number 2. Alright, next up we have LupusStultus, castle level 17, 17 archer. It's going to be fairly easy for me. We'll just run through it pretty quickly just to see what he's got. See if I have any advice to give on it. Oh, this is an interesting setup. I'm not sure if it's good. I was able to just kind of run across it, which is basically, it's mostly due to low-level traps. The thing is, like, if you don't hit this trap, this is literally a ton of invested Stairmasters, invested points into trying to kill someone. And I'm not sure exactly how well it would work if you even hit the... I'm guessing you would pretty much die. If you get thrown onto here, this plus all of these, I'm not sure how many of these eyeballs will actually hit you, because there's going to be a hard cap at some point that'll make it so that only a handful of these guys actually fire at you at once. But it's an interesting setup. I'm not sure how effective it actually would be. I've never tried anything like this. I've never really even seen anything like this. So, definitely interesting. Same thing here, it's trying to throw you back onto there. I think these are kind of a waste. I mean, if you don't get hit by the first one, you're pretty much going to have already killed off most of this. And I can just roll through these to be able to make them all fire off. So, I don't think these 3 springboard traps will really do much for you. Alright, this is going to be the boss room, so let's head down this way. So basically we have a Pete Poundmore and a Zeke, 2 Zekes, and then Dur. So this is a pretty interesting, I mean, it's a good boss room. I don't know about like the Pete Poundmore here. He's going to be pretty easy to dodge in a big room like this. He is on charge, so it kind of combos well with the Zekes, but not nearly as well as it used to. He doesn't really stun for all that much. It's mainly damage dealing ability now. The Zeeks are good, and the Dur combining with the Zeeks is good. I think you might want to go for like taking away the Pete Palmer, maybe using the point somewhere else in your castle, maybe putting some ballista traps in where your springboard trap is or something, and then you could have the 2 Zeeks and uh, the Dur, and the Dur has the ability to knock you down and then, you know, force the Zeke shots to hit. And I like that sort of synergy. I think that's really good. That's why I would say he's probably right around tied with Snottingham as my favorite boss. Snottingham is better at DPS, just straight dealing damage, but Dur having that extra knockdown is really good, combining it with other units. So, yeah. That was number 2, so we'll jump into number 3 in just a second. Alright, and lastly we have game ABC1. It's cast level of 27, so it's right around my range. So let's see if I can get through it. Take a look at what he's got in here.
Let's go to work.
Rotating cannon traps, that's one trap you don't really see every day. We used to see it all the time before Open Creation came out, but they nerfed it in Open Creation, and then they made it so that it hits, you know, your own mobs, so that makes it a lot less good. Alright, that was kind of awkward. I just kind of...
I can't do that quite yet.
Alright, so we have a... I actually don't have any potions. That's going to make things a lot more difficult, because I really need one for this. Well, I can give it a try, but I'm definitely not going to be able to make it through this without reviving at least once. Because I would have used a potion like twice now. So I'll end up dead as soon as I take one more tick of damage. I could restart it, but I think I'll just heal up just so I can continue to take a look at the castle. Alright, so I ended up finally dying. I'm just going to revive myself instead of buying potions. It's the same general thing. Since it's a practice attack anyway, it doesn't really matter. But I do need to remember to buy potions before I do a real castle, or else I'll be really mad. Alright. So we got a spike tunnel. And it looks like maybe a secondary fire mine trap. So definitely going for those fire mine traps. If I see any creatures at this point, I would definitely race to the boss room, because I don't think there's going to be enough points to have heavy trap pressure in the boss room and to have creatures. Alright, so it looks like I might die here. Nope, I managed to make it through. This is a ton of points. The silence is kind of cool inside of it. I don't know if like this entire section of your fire mine traps are ever going to go off, regardless of like where you get thrown. Like I don't think there's a way that you could get thrown over into here. So the only way that this would work is, I guess, if the person like rolled this way, and maybe to try to escape them. You know, I feel like that's the only way. But it's a good setup regardless. I mean, I just think there might be a couple fire mine traps that you could get rid of, and still make it just as effective as it would normally be. Alright, so there's really the only creature that's in here is this one level 24 chicken, so it's fully trapped castle. It's pretty good. I think you could probably have some high success rates with it. I'm not sure if having, like, I don't even know if a spike tunnel is good in this situation, because you have 2 traps that are basically made to instantly kill someone, and then you have the spike trap that's kind of made for sustained damage, and combos kind of well with creatures. So I'm really unsure if maybe you should just change it up, so maybe you could even have a 3rd fire mine trap. I mean, it's all about really those 2 kill zones you have, and then the spike tunnel isn't really going to do much. Obviously that's where I died, but it's only because I didn't have any potions to begin with. Someone could get through this. Like if they make it through those 2 fire mine traps, I imagine that they'll finish the castle off with probably 2 or more potions. So I don't see why anyone would really die to those spike trap areas. But either way, I mean, it's a good setup. It's mainly just fire mine kill zones, which isn't really bad. It's basically, if you get through those two kill zones, you're gonna make it through the castle. Is really how I analyze this castle, which is good in a way. Anyway, we will end the video here because this is number 3. So, as always, if you guys enjoyed what I do, please subscribe. If you want to be a part of Eurocastles, you can email me at frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. Level 16 and above castles. I'll get to your castle whenever I have time. There's a spreadsheet that I update like once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that. And it'll show you kind of when your name's going to come up and when your castle is going to get run. I should update that probably pretty soon, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.